I don't know how to start a video, but I'm Hootless, and this is Stardew Valley Ultimate Chef, Episode 2. Yeah, Episode 2, Ultimate Chef. That was the name, by the way, obviously. I set it as the title for the last episode after not knowing what it was when recording it, because I decided, like, after the fact, and then I created everything for it, and now it's the title. So that's that. You know, things just continue as normal. I do a lot of fishing in this episode, actually, because there's just not a lot to do this early. Next episode, I'll probably do some mining, try to get some minerals, some gems, take those to the museum, kind of get towards that 50 or 60, whatever it was, for the rusty key to get into the sewer. And that's basically it. Do some more farming, you know, try to get some more money, and yeah. I don't know, that's pretty much all there is that's going on in the video, so I'll talk about, I don't know, something I watched recently. I watched a show called Episodes. It is on Netflix, first of all. I'm not sponsored by Netflix, though I wish I was, because, hot damn, that would be glorious. But, it's a show called Episodes, and, you know, it's only moderately confusing trying to tell somebody that you watched episodes, and they're like, oh, episodes of what? And it's like, haha, you're so funny. But no, it's a show called Episodes. And basically the premise is these two writers in the UK for a television series have a really popular show in the UK. And an American network television corporation thing go to the UK. Like, they send their recruiter guy or whatever. And he's like, hey, come make your show in America for us. And they're like, hell yeah, we want to go to LA and get tons of money for making the same show again. So they go there, and, you know, as you might expect, they have to make a lot of sacrifices in their show because things have to be changed. Like, they wanted to bring over the guy who played the main character in their show in the UK to play the main character in the show in America. But the television executives didn't like him, so instead they brought in somebody else, and that's where the show gets... That's where the show goes from good to great. Because the person that is brought in is Matt LeBlanc, and for those of you who don't know who Matt LeBlanc is somehow, he is Joey Tribbiani from Friends. And, yeah, it is as good as it sounds. Kind of like... It's addressed in the show, but he's not the kind of person you would expect for that kind of role, because the role was as a headmaster of a boys' boarding school. And Matt LeBlanc's not really known for the intellectual type after playing, you know, Joey on Friends. And I'm sure he's a good actor, like, in real life, but this was brought up in the show, is the point. So they have to make compromises, like changing it around to fit him better, which ends up making it about a hockey team instead of a boarding school. And, you know, he plays the coach of the hockey team, and it is a great show. Super funny, very funny. I don't really like Beverly, who you will, if you watch the first episode, you'll know who she is. It's the wife of the dude. It's the wife in the couple that gets brought over from the UK, and she is so annoying. Like, she's always just... How do I explain it? She's like the negative person. You know, in a successful comedy duo, you typically have to have the, like the funny man and the straight man. And kind of like, you know, it balances it out. The straight man is always playing it straight, which is why it's the straight man. Has nothing to do with gender preferences. It's just a term. There might be a better term for it, actually. I don't know. I've always heard it called the straight man. But anyways, they always play it straight, so, you know, they kind of balance out the shenanigans of the other person. Which is like, if you watch Game Grumps, you've got... It used to be when it was John and Aaron. It was John as the funny man and Aaron as the straight man. And that would be like, you know, that dynamic worked really well. And then they swapped out John for Danny, as most of you probably know. It's been like that for a very long time now. And, I don't know, like, I still like it. Like, I've been watching the Breath of the Wild series, but Aaron doesn't play funny man as well as John did. So as a result, the dynamic feels a bit different, and even though I do love Danny, who is super great, it's just a different dynamic, and it's kind of like that in episodes, because, I don't know, it's supposed to be like a funny man and a straight man kind of thing, but the wife is a straight man, she's not very good at it, she takes it too far. So it ends up not being funny, and she kind of ruins everything. Plus, she never really gets like a redeeming character arc throughout the entire show, which really sucked. But overall, I'd probably recommend watching it. It's all on Netflix. There's 5 seasons, but it's like UK seasons, so they're only 7 episodes long, 20 minutes each. Pretty good. Pretty good. I haven't really watched much. Oh wait, no, I did watch Harmon Quest for the first time recently, and it was also very good. I like the guest stars that they had on. And yeah, I mean, I found out that it's actually Pathfinder, not Dungeons & Dragons that they play, but for those of you who haven't heard of it, Harmon Quest is Dan Harmon's role-playing game podcast thing, because everyone's doing one of those these days. And, you know, it's alright. The main gimmick is that they have celebrity guest stars on, like Thomas Middleditch, Kumail Nanjiani, Chelsea Peretti, who else? Paul F. Thompson, I think his name was on there. Steve Agee or Ag. Aubrey Plaza. Just a whole bunch of people. Nathan Fillion. I don't really like Nathan Fillion, but he was on there if he's your cup of tea. So it's pretty good, pretty funny. You know, there's a lot of funny moments. I'm planning on watching the 2nd season relatively soon, actually. And, you know, that should be pretty cool too. I like listening to people play Dungeons & Dragons, especially when it's people who haven't really played it before, because it's really funny to like hear them improvise in a way that, you know, veterans to the game might not otherwise do. And it's just, you know, it's really cool all around. Other than that, not much lately. Not much. Takes a while for me to watch things, usually. But, something cool that happened lately, like 2 or 3 days ago actually, is I was extended an invitation to become a Humble Partner. And what that means is, it's for the Humble Bundle site and store, if you guys have heard of it. I've probably talked about it at least a few times before, but if you haven't, it's kind of like cheap bundles, or, you know, sale prices for games. And when you buy the games, you get them DRM free, and you keep them forever. You activate them on Steam. And being a Humble Partner means that if you use my affiliate link, which is in the description below, my partner link, then you can choose in the Choose How You Pay thing that some of your money goes to me, which doesn't cost you anything extra. It's just like, some goes to me. So, you know, if you buy games from there, consider that maybe. But otherwise, coming up on the end of the video here. So, you know, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. And maybe I'll have more to talk about tomorrow, because it won't be all fishing. But either way, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys all next time.